What's up, Nella? Appreciate you having me on. I'm an actor and a music producer, originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And she puts her hand on me, and she starts crying. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
what's going on?
What's going on? Chaney, who played Poop in The Wire, HBO shows The Wire. In fact, and pass your energy through the people that you come in contact with, that's a magical thing. Keep an eye out, like she said, stay tuned, have a whole bunch of projects and everything coming. I'm doing good. What's up, Nella? Appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
So yeah, let's get straight into this interview. So can you let everybody know where you from?
My name is Todd J. Phillips. I'm an actor and a music producer, originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Can you let me know about your background, like your siblings, mom, dad?
Yeah, 3 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the oldest out of the boys. Mom and dad also originally born from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Mom, she was a singer. She worked in the dentist field growing up. And my father, he's also a musician.
So you got like the musical background?
Absolutely, yeah.
Was it hard getting into music, or it was easy getting into music from your parents being in a music background also?
As far as the creative part of it, always came naturally from obviously learning things from my father and my mother. And it was always in the house. So listening to it, I picked up by listening to music, playing the piano. So I guess it came kind of naturally, with being around it, growing up.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. I guess we both can relate in that field.
Right.
Like, how is it for you, handling your barbershop, producing, acting, and dealing with it all together or separately? How do you handle being an entrepreneur,
Well, sometimes it can get overwhelming. The main thing that helps me is remembering my why. Why I started doing what I'm doing. And, that alone, and having the passion of doing it, the love that I have for music and barbering, to me, it's like I'm not working. Even though it is work, it's like I'm not working because I'm doing something I love to do and that I'm passionate about. So I try to remain focused and always remember why I started. And, that keeps me going, and, remember to be grateful all the time.
So what are some of the positive relationships you have in the industry, transitioning over from barber into becoming an actor, producer? Like, who are your strongest relationships, or the relationships that you have grown to have that you love working with or enjoy working with and collabing with?
I would say one of my relationships, I have a few. The first one I mentioned is Chaney, who played Poop in The Wire, HBO shows The Wire. He had a big effect and has a big effect on what inspired me. When me and him connected, he motivated me, and all these things were always inside of me. But I have to say that working with him and being around him definitely plays and still plays to this day a big part of my drive. Young Rock, that's another one of my brothers. Also, who I met him through Chaney. We all played in a movie, Truthless. And
which is out now, right?
It's out now on Amazon Prime. You can go check that out, Truthless. Also, we're also all going to be in Making It together. And who's going to also have Clifton Powell and a few other good actors in that.
So I remember you telling me something about your mother never heard you play the piano. Can you explain that a little more?
Yeah, she never heard me actually play the piano. She heard some of my music from me recording it, and I would, take it to her and let her listen to it. God rest her soul, she passed away in 2010, actually May 28, 2010. And she was in a nursing home while she was sick. And one day I was going to visit her, and I said, you know what? When I was walking to her room, I noticed they had a music room in there with a piano in it.
Yeah.
So when I got to her room, I said, Mom, I want to take you downstairs, because she couldn't really walk. So I had to put her in a wheelchair. I said, I want to take you downstairs and play the piano in front of you. And her whole face lit up. And so we get down there, and I sit her in front of the piano with the wheelchair. And I sit down, I start to play this piano, and the damn piano wasn't tuned. And I said, damn, that broke my heart.
Because you really wanted to play it.
I really wanted to play it for her, and I wanted to, I wanted to show her that I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
I see how passionate you got when you like talking about your mom and
absolutely.
how you explaining. You started smiling and stuff like that. So I could tell that really like touched your heart.
Absolutely. So basically, what I did was I took obviously it's painful losing a parent at a young age. So
how old was you?
I was only 30 years old. I was 30 years old when she passed away. And what I did was basically took that pain from being hurt and not having her around anymore. And I use it as fuel. So another thing that drives me is I look at people that did music, or I look at people that did music that never got to where they could have gotten to, that have all the potential. You just didn't have the drive. So I use that as motivation, because I feel like when we have callings and purposes in our life, that's what we got to do. We got to fulfill them. My dad, he's a good musician. He's dope. And I'm so grateful that he had the musical equipment around the house for me when I was younger to play on and to learn from. So everything everybody sees me doing right now, I'm passionate about. Yes, we all like money. Money takes care of things, but that's not my main drive. My main drive is basically fulfilling my purpose and my calling while I'm here, because we're only here for a little bit of time.
Yes, definitely can relate to everything you just said.
I have 5 kids. No, none of them, they like music, but none of them make music. So, I kind of want to.
Did you expect one of your kids to probably be in music a little bit? Just one of them out of 5, like, I want one of y'all to do music.
They still young. So, maybe one day, but, I believe in letting our kids, be who they are.
I know we talked about your mom, your dad, your kids. Far as, like, other people in your life, far as, like, your grandma, a lot of people have close relationships with their grandparents or aunties or uncles or, who was somebody else special in your life that was very, very important to you, that means something?
My grandmother, Lily Phillips, she was like a mom to me. Growing up, I was very close with her. I lived with her a lot of my childhood, and when I was young, I used to always go to church with her. I was always with her. Afternoon service, Sunday service, Lent service. I was the grandson who fell asleep on the pew and woke up sweating. Forget. One time we was in church, okay, and the pastor's wife, she comes up to me and she puts her hand on me and she starts crying.
How old were you?
I was in 6th grade, so I had to be about, I must say I was about 11 years old. And she puts her hand on me and she starts crying. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
what's going on?
What's going on? I ain't know. Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
Right.
And she said, young man, before I tell you this, she was the nurse. The pastor's wife was the nurse at my school. My first school I ever went to, which was Camp Curtin School, uptown Harrisburg. She was the nurse, right? So she comes up to me, she put her hand, she started crying. And she said, young man, God just put something on my heart so powerful, right? She said, he said, you are going to be doing something magnificent and so big. She said, I don't know what it is, and he's not telling me what it is. She said, you're going to have a big, powerful, positive effect on a large group of people. My grandma dealt with me with, she always said, don't you forget, Sister Kendall came up to you and told you God has something for you, and she.
So your grandma reminded you that all the time as you got older.
In my 20s, I was sitting there because I used to, my grandma. I would go and talk to her. My grandma, she was always there for me, always there, unconditionally. I would say she taught me what it meant to be loved unconditionally. Fast forwarding to now and everything that's going on with me. My grandmother, she passed away. I have a tattoo. She passed away in 2014, September 4th, 2014. And I just, my appreciation and gratitude for everything, being here, doing this interview with you, every connection that I make with that when I meet people that are good, people that stick to their words, people that actually value you, to me, is all a part of that. I don't, like I said, of course, who don't like money? Who don't, I like nice stuff. But to me, all the things that I've been through in my life, and just the life lessons that I've learned, I can't help but to appreciate people more for the value of what they are versus any amount of money or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is when we leave, we can't take none of that with us. The only thing that's going to matter is your effect that you had on people.
Your reputation.
Right. Your energy. Your energy is what's left.
Everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you can have a positive effect and pass your energy through the people that you come in contact with, that's a magical thing. It is. So that's what time it is with me. I'm all about that. So,
So far as you, what's going on right now? Like, what do you have coming up? What have you done? What should we be tuned into?
So, right now I just finished a project up with Knife Prince, RZA's brother, in Kill Army. So me dropping that soon. Me and Young Rob, we got some stuff coming out that we're working on. Actually, I'm on my way to the studio now to go drop something with him. Film-wise, Herb Bellamy, the Shot series out here in Detroit, it's going to be dope. So I'm excited about that. Look forward to that. Got some music on that as well.
You and Trey did a premiere.
Me and Trey,
on BET.
Yeah, man, we just did the premiere of Life of a Hustler with that song. Dope music. So yeah, man, work. The objective is to keep creating content, keep creating content, and bless the world with the talents that we've been blessed with. Motivate people and encourage people. Like I said, never give up on your dreams. Go all in. Find your calling, your purpose, and do it.
I definitely appreciate you being here doing this interview with you, because it's like, it's doing an interview with a friend is always more different.
Absolutely.
People probably don't know behind closed doors. We absolutely get a lot of work in.
Yes.
And I'm definitely grateful to have you as a friend, to be able to, do some work. And I appreciate you for everything.
So you gonna make me appreciate you. Ever since from the beginning we met, it was nothing but complete honesty, hard work. We got some stuff we working on.
Exactly.
Some music and stuff with the poetry and stuff like that. We're gonna bless the world, so you guys keep an eye out on that. So yes, like I said, I value true friendships of people that actually value me.
Yeah,
I appreciate and value good people. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. Once again, I definitely enjoyed this. You know, we got more work coming. Please be looking out for Todd J. Phillips.
All right. So you can catch me at Instagram at Be a True Legend. Also on Twitter, Be a True Legend. Keep an eye out, like she said, stay tuned. Have a whole bunch of projects and everything coming up. We're going to keep working and keep putting out this good energy into the universe and blessing the people with good work that God blessed us with the talents with to be able to do for you guys. And Nella, much love. Appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah.
Damn, Todd J, you made this?
Life for the hustler. Let me talk to you.